We're making a city in the 90s, so cars we know are going to be a part of the game. We know they're going to be a form of transport in the world and traffic, so they are getting you from point A to B. Samson, his loved magnum opus car, is his weapon as well. You know, if he's tasked with getting this hit where this guy is speeding in front of him and the only thing is his car, he may have to weave through traffic and slam his car into his to push that car off the road or into a post or something to take it out. Another time it might be, you know, he's trying to help his team do a heist or a hit and he needs to get them out of that location before the enforcement arrives, so it might be a getaway vehicle. It might just be a simple delivery tool as well, like he needs to help his gang get things delivered around town on time and he's the man for that. In-car combat, it's about, like, you know, it can be cars hitting each other, and it's the relative momentum of the two cars, like how fast the car is, how much mass they have is dictating the damage that's being done. Then the damage of the car, like I don't want to feel a car just dies, you know, cars don't die, they're made up of lots of different parts. We have a part system that the player will feel how that car, you know, the consequences of how those parts are damaged.
You're playing as a tough guy, as this two-fisted action hero who's not a soldier, who's not a martial arts master, who's not trained or he's skilled, he's tough, driven to fight out of desperation and survival. You're gonna get ganged up on, they're gonna try and get behind you, they're gonna charge in on all sides. You gotta keep moving, keep swinging. You can walk into a nice clean room and totally wreck the place. The world is not just an arena in which you can take broken things and make them into weapons. You can knock stuff over onto people. Debris can get in enemies' ways. Heavy stuff can fall and kill people. Like, it's crazy. We spent a You know, you'd get out of fight, you'd pull out a gun, you'd be at distance, you'd take out your targets. We weren't getting the same kind of crazy chaos.
The original vision for combat in Samson was to hit like a freight train.
Tyndalston, asshole of the world. Everyone's either paying, collecting, or buried in between. My past mistakes are catching up. In this city, desperation's the currency. You can't outrun debt. You can't freeze interest. You can curl up and die in the street. Or you can fight the fuck back.
Samson, A Tyndalston Story is an upcoming single-player, open-world, action-adventure game developed by Liquid Swords, a Swedish studio founded in 2020 by Christopher Sundberg, best known for co-creating the Just Cause franchise and leading Avalanche Studios, and is planned for release in early 2026 on Windows, PC, via Steam and the Epic Games Store, with console versions expected later. Presenting a gritty crime drama built around visceral combat, reactive systems, and narrative consequence in a noir-tinged world where time and choices weigh heavily on the player's fate. In Samson, A Tyndalston Story, players assume the role of Samson McRae, a hardened veteran who returns to his brutal home city of Tyndalston, owing a crushing debt that grows by the hour and threatens his loved ones, forcing him to take on morally fraught jobs, fight rival gangs, evade law enforcement, and use both muscle and machine to survive and try to erase what he owes. With the central tension driven by a unique debt mechanic that increases pressure on every in-game day, and a limited action point system that requires choosing which missions to commit to at the cost of exhausting your daily quota, and shaping how the city and its inhabitants react to you as the world keeps score with no do-overs. The gameplay blends grounded third-person brawling with environmental improvisation and brutal weaponized driving, where cars are not mere set dressing, but instruments of chaos that can be rammed, drifted, and smashed into foes as SAMSON pushes through tight alleys, rooftops, and industrial wastelands. While the city of Tyndalston itself serves as a dynamic open world that tracks reputation, police response levels, and faction attitudes, with systemic escalation that punishes reckless play and rewards tactical thinking, all wrapped in a tone steeped in desperation, crime, and moral ambiguity. Narrative and mechanical design also emphasize autonomy and consequence, forcing players to hire out for jobs that deplete their limited action points and then live with the outcomes, whether triumphant or disastrous. While a 25-node skill tree allows progression in combat and driving proficiencies that tailor SAMSON's approach to brawls and chases in a world where every choice cuts a path forward or shuts it down, with the main story estimated around 10 hours and additional side content expanding total playtime toward 25 hours. SAMSON, a Tyndalston story, has been officially revealed with trailers and previews highlighting its visceral fight sequences, reactive city mechanics, and debt-driven narrative. And its early 2026 release window and sub-$25 price point position it as a grounded, consequence-heavy action experience from a veteran team known for high-impact design. Now you can enjoy some screenshots without any interruption. Enjoy!